After 12 hours of traveling, we made it to Roma. There's our hotel. During our 3 nights in Rome. On Via Cavour. And there's the Roman Forum as I look into the sun. Just had our first meal here in Rome, the welcome dinner.
You just go, the only thing is though, is if you don't have ever been, just that you're going to have to ask
Tuesday morning, just had breakfast and getting ready to head on into the Vatican Museum. It's an urn. That's a casket.
We're still talking now.
Even the Sistine Chapel.
Dass wir deinen Sohn, der allein Worte des ewigen Lebens hat, in Treue anhangen und ihm als unserem guten Hirten folgen, der mit dir lebt und herrscht in alle Ewigkeit. Der Herr sei mit euch.
The tour guide just said that those letters are 15 feet tall. Just to show how huge this place is. We just explained how there are no paintings in this entire church. This here is a mosaic. The Swiss guards outside St. Peter's, which we just left. Look at these massive columns outside the cathedral.
What difference does it make to your life? Nothing. So forget about it. So anyway, but we liked it. We liked it. It's just that it was very easy. Tough. Because we knew.
That's the Pope's bedroom window, and that's the one where he comes out every Sunday at noon and gives the blessing. And then over here is where he comes out twice a year and does once on Christmas and once on Easter. We are on our way to the Coliseum, which is right there. It was very convenient that they put it right next to a highway. Just walked from the Coliseum between the Palatine Hill and some other ruins to the original Forum right over here. After a little walk, we are inside the Forum, and this is grandiose. Back to the room at about 1:30 after a long morning of walking and learning. This, by the way, is the view from our hotel window. Got the cable car over here. Alright, excuse the fast pan, blah 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 blah. And then we have this area over here, which is more ruins. Right in the middle of the street. Used to be Roman ruins. Now it's a cat house. They're all over here. And then right over here, back to modern day again. It's our first pizza stop. Grazie. Let's find the Pantheon. Found it. After maybe a 10-minute walk, We are here in Piazza Navona. Which is beautiful, but the masterpiece, the grand finale piece over there, is under construction. So instead we're hanging out by this fountain. After some more walking, made it to the bridge. And the castle just across the bridge. The Tiber River in this direction. And then the Tiber River in that direction. And then there's St. Peter's, where we were this morning. Back to the Vatican. Enough mopeds? Wednesday morning, just entered the Coliseum. It's 8:30, and we found the best way to avoid the lines is to open the place up. We literally opened this place up. Not too many people, I guess, wanted to get up this early. But yesterday it was shoulder to shoulder people all day long. Although it's only a shell of its former self, a lot of this was the underground tunnels and staging areas for the gladiators and the animals. Still incredibly impressive. Just walked from the Coliseum, about 10 or 15 minutes, and came to Palatine Hill, which is where the imperial palaces used to be, or the ruins now of the imperial palaces are. We appear to be there, or here, all by ourselves. From this Palatine Hill, you can see down on Circus Maximus, where they're doing some sort of a art project or something. With a whole bunch of white balls or balloons or whatever there it is that they're putting down there. And a stunning view of Rome in that direction. And a stunning view of Michelle. This is looking at the Coliseum from Palatine Hill. You can see all those people making the trek that we made yesterday through the arch and down through the Roman Forum. And all the way to Palatine Hill, which we're going to get to later. So that's where we just were, and now we're down here in the thick of it. rare video appearance.
올라왔어. 몰라. 자, 여기 요 건물도 그때 지었던 거 이건 아니지. 이건 고대고 저거는
아니 이게 제일 오래됐대.
저렇게 옛날에 고.
Alright, so we just had some lunch at a pizzeria, and we went walking looking for the Spanish Steps. And as luck would have it, I don't know how I pulled this one off, but I ended up at the top of the steps. And it seemed like we were walking downhill. So I guess it's just our day. But now we're going to head down the Spanish Steps. Just spent a good hour sitting on those stairs, just people watching. And it was entertaining. After a bit of walking down some more quaint streets, we found Fontana di Trevi. Just ate at a very romantic ristorante, and now I don't know what we're gonna do now. Now we're gonna try and find the Trevi Fountain. Yes.
Yes.
Walking down the Via Corso, looks like the 5th Avenue of Rome. Just had a great meal where Michelle practiced all of
my Italian.
from the Italian Traveler's Handbook. And now we're going to go back to the Trevi Fountain. Found it. Thursday morning, we woke up, had some breakfast, just drove about an hour and a half past the beautiful countryside and the, I believe I'm pronouncing it right, Panini Mountains, which are up there. And we're at a little rest stop here before heading way up that hill to the Abbey of Monte Cassino. So that's our next stop, winding up that mountain. The long and winding road got us here.
Das war nicht von Anfang an so. Als Benedikt 480 in Nordschach nördlich von Rom geboren wird, da ist er in einer behüteten Familie.
Man, we spent some time on that bus today doing some driving through some beautiful mountains and just arrived to Piazza, which is the Greek temples from 600 BC, which were conquered by the Romans in about 200 BC, and they only kept the Greek temples and knocked everything else down to make them Roman. Here's one of the other temples, one of the 3 temples that are still standing. And there's the 3rd. These took about 13 or 14 years to build, and these are just a shell of what they used to be, because they used to have wooden roofs and wooden platforms and stairs as they would enter into them. So this is Paestum, and now it's on to the Amalfi coastline. After driving down the coast yesterday, we finally ended on the Amalfi Coast and just woke up, had some breakfast, and right now we're getting on a boat to head from Miori to the town of Amalfi. So I better get on there. Entering the town of Amalfi with the bell tower. Walking the waterfront in Amalfi, where the homes are just literally built in to the side of the rock. Multi-million-dollar properties, and they can't afford a dryer. Oh, it's gone.
It's right here below you.
Below me?
Okay.
Can't keep up with this little thing. It's like a mixture between a bee and a hummingbird.
Oh, that's a bee, huh?
Just had some pizza on focaccia bread right here in this square. So we were supposed to stay at a hotel way down by the water, but I guess they had to switch us to this hotel San Pietro, which looks nice, and it is kind of nice. Yesterday they put us in a room that was a real shitbox, so we complained. And they went and put us in a bit of a suite. This is ridiculous. Look at this. We have our own doorbell. Where is it? Where are you?
Hi.
Hey. This might be a little overkill. So we'll walk in and we have a bit of a thing there. This is, we'll gotta get this door here from our atrium. My Mets hat on the hat rack. Come on in. So there's our atrium. All right, so there's the table and a little sitting area. And the first of our terraces. Well, no, this is our terrace actually. It's very nice. With some cactuses. Nice view of the mountain. And the rest of the hotel. And you could even see a bit of the pool over there. And back inside, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What's in here? Oh, this is our kitchen. Should we decide to cook here? And then the bathroom, of course, with the bidet and the tub. And nice view, actually, of the hillside. And up there is kind of cool. They have a bit of a fortress or a castle or something. So there's the view. All right, so then back out this way to the master bedroom. This is our bedroom here. A closet. And pretty much the same view as the terrace of the pool and the other place. The little pull-out bed, the twin bed, it's more of a luggage rack. Then, of course, there's the guest bedroom, should we decide to have people here during our stay. And this has the same view as the bathroom. And then this way this is our master bath, okay? This is where we do most of our, hey howdy, good to see you. This is our master bath over here. And that concludes the tour of our suite. I can't believe it's Saturday already, and just leaving the Amalfi, town of Amalfi, on a high-speed hydrofoil, heading to the Isle of Capri, which we'll be to in a little bit. Hanging out here with one of our tour mates, enjoying the scenery. Picking up some passengers here in the town of Positano. We're going to drive the coast back later. Right now we're doing it on the hydrofoil. Getting on the funicular. What's the proper pronunciation of the rocks?
Faraglioni.
Faraglioni.
Faraglioni. Big lighthouse, because when the Romans were coming, for them was like a lighthouse, you know? Because the port is near.
Walk through all the little stores on the narrow streets And now we're getting ready to do a boat ride around the entire island of Capri. So to get all the way back down there, we need to get back on the funiculare cable car to take us back down to the bottom. Here we go. Is that the boat we're taking down the island? Yeah, I doubt it. It's the boat Tiger Woods takes around the island. That was cool.
But you're gonna kiss each other when we go to the Arch of Love. And you make a wish. Okay, the single lady that can kiss the cat is not for me. Okay, there is a particular spot that you have to make a wish, and then all of them go. Okay? So,
Just took a half-hour ferry ride to Sorrento, where we are now, way up on the cliffs. We need to take a minibus to meet up with our bus up there on the cliffs. Apparently they said Sorrento, where we are here, is a lot less ritzy than the Amalfi Coast, although it's bigger and certainly has some character. So because it's the middle of the afternoon, you can see some of the shops are closed for a couple of hours for siesta. We should really look into that. Does it get more Italian than this? We've started our drive along the Amalfi Coast.
You know why you don't, and no one, you don't have to be nervous at all. Absolutely not. Because driving buses, there's a law of natural selection. Now I don't want to insult Fabrizio, but he's not a spring chicken. So the law of natural selection means that if he survived this long, he's a good driver. Really fantastic, but quite challenging walking paths as well, with loads of steps. See the goats up there? There are a few herds of goats. that live here and move around, you know, with their goat herds on the hillside. Yeah, it's fun getting through here. It's just quite narrow getting through Murano. And again, it's another place where there's a bar with a nice terrace where the local people sit for entertainment and just watch for buses getting stuck.
So there were the Ferragnolis from earlier, and we just drove around and around and around these windy roads through all of these little towns, and the views are just stunning. Let's get back on the road in our Mercedes-Benz.
That's right, that's where we've there, you see it? In there, right there, yeah, because way back, yeah,
pier that we walked out on
shipyard.
yesterday.
That's the entrance that we walked
Amalfi.
through yesterday into Amalfi, yeah. What's called the Porta Marina, the sea gate. Get to the next decent ones as well, so it's really comes at the right
Dopey
place. Of
over
course, the
here
first thing we've
left
got to do is
his
we just got to
video
get away
camera
from here. It's a little bit busy
battery
right now. as you
on the
can
bus
see.
during the excavation
What time is it?
tour of
Actually, no, it
Pompeii,
shouldn't
so
be end of March, because a lot of
I
people
don't
come
have
into
any
Pompeii to go to
video
the Basilica of Pompeii. Behind
That was nice.
Vesuvius. And now we are on the Bay of Naples side, so you'll be seeing all the Bay of Naples skirting around Vesuvius, getting up to Naples itself, and then leaving the Bay of Naples and going northwards from Palace. They had several royal palaces.
Here's Vesuvius.
So the royal palaces, the art museums, the National Archaeological Museum with all the precious things from the excavation sites. The patron saint of Naples, in fact, you know, he really protects this whole area, is San Gennaro. Now, if you go to Italian community...
So I don't have the video camera for Pompeii, but I have it for the rest stop. But you have to check out this rest stop. First of all, there's a turnstile. That rest stop wasn't as exciting as some of the others, but after about 7+ hours of driving, we have arrived in Florence. This is the view outside of our hotel, the Mediterraneo Hotel. Taking a look at what appears to be the Central Park of Florence. It's about 7 o'clock right now and getting ready to head to dinner. It is Monday already. We're driving through the Tuscan hills, heading to a wine tasting in the town of Greve in Chianti. Look at all those grapes. This is the square in Greve, and they're setting up for some sort of a French festival. Hey, Shell. Let's taste some wine.
Your card, you leave it inside, and you press one time. That is you. So, consider
Back to Florence here in Duomo Square, where we're taking a walking tour with a local guide. And this is the first look at the Duomo. Michelangelo gave these doors the name the Gates to Paradise because he said anyone who wants to come here or go through there will experience paradise. Another look at the cathedral. The Duomo's on the other side of the street, which we're going to get to in just a second. But there's quite a few people here in the square. There's the dome and some very ambitious people climbing up the top because there's no stairs. And you can get really crazy and even climb higher up to there. Thanks, but no thanks. So in between Duomo Square and the Piazza Signoria, which is the political square, we walk through this shopping district here. And of course more gelato. Piazza is filled with statues, including a replica of David. We're going to see the original tomorrow, but that's where it originally stood before it was moved into the museum. People herding like cattle through the city.
What?
Santa Croce Square, and that's supposed to be a beautiful church in the inside, and I think we're going in. The attention to detail is incredible. All right, let's go in. The original ceiling and a lot of the stained glass windows are also original from the 13 and 1400s. Over 300 people are buried in here, and they're marked with these markers on the floor. This is the tomb of Galileo Galilei. That's Michelangelo's tomb.
Michelangelo's body lays in that sarcophagus. He was buried down there. And there we can see the coat of arms of a Buonarroti family. In fact, and outside about 4 meters, because there are some steps to get in the church. And that is not a mausoleum.
All right, so we're heading down this road after a nice lunch to the Ponte Vecchio. Ponte meaning bridge, Vecchio meaning old. And there it is, the oldest bridge in Florence, or Firenze. And this is on the bridge. On the bridge, looking at the other bridge, and our hotel is just past that other bridge, right on the water. Well, unfortunately for us, we just had dinner at a beautiful little place on the square. But this just sums up our trip to Italy so far. I think at some point throughout the week, we have tried a little of everything that is in this case. Bellissimo.
Thank you.
That's where we had lunch right there. Well, this just sums up our entire day in Firenze, where we're at the top of Piazza Michelangelo, looking down on the entire city of Florence. From the Duomo and the cathedral to the Signoria Square, to the Ponte Vecchio and beyond. So we walked back and forth all day long and just had an amazing day. Yes?
Yes.
It is Tuesday afternoon, and after a day of travel, or a half day of travel, welcome to Venezia. Our hotel is right down that street. Let's go explore. This is the ghetto section where they had all the Jewish people live back in the day, when they made them stay in this one part of town, and they can only be money lenders, or what was the other? Doctors. This square houses the original ghetto, and that's the synagogue. There's the Bridge of Sighs as we're taking a walking tour. Just took a boat ride after dinner and about to get on our gondolas. There's the Rialto Bridge from the gondola as we're entering the Grand Canal.
Hello, sir. Sorry. Madame. Olimpionico.
It should take about 20 minutes.
Going back already? Wednesday morning, our final day. We just left our hotel in Venice on one of those boats, crossed the lagoon, and now we are on Murano Island, and we're heading into a glass factory to see them do some glass making.
Ma ho capito. Sì, ma fisso.
That we have report from Alicante, from Spain, and from Positano. The name of the glass takes the name of the island. But if you say Murano glass or Pisce glass, would be exactly the same thing. Doesn't make a difference. This is what we are producing today. The masters began to make only modern items. His name is Francesco Ragazzi. And
5 minutes later, that's what he has.
Cool it off for 24 hours time. Leave it there for 1 day, cool it down into the glass to make sure that the gold will never come off. If you few words, you can wash it, you can express it, you can do anything you like, and gold remains as it is. Then the final part of the work, there are some ladies specialized to paint this kind of glass enamel flower. Let me show you. When I look at the glass, I realize the beauty of this set.
Coming in via boat to St. Mark's Square. Be there in just a minute.
The globe on top of it, so all the goods had to be done there, and then straight down to our left. That's the Grand Canal. That's the way we went back last night. Okay, we're going to get off our boat here. We're going to read it.
There's the Bridge of Sighs again.
We are in St. Mark's Square. Adam has found the pigeons.
That's the Doge's Palace. And of course the Campanile, which we're going to climb up later.
Go. They start coming in the droves now.
I see you up there. Hey, Ben, I'm gonna take some. Huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's our friend Bo.
Come to me.
Take my time, Michelle.
Let it dry and flick. There's a man walking away with all his pigeons.
Going over to you.
Why are they on me? Because I have the food.
I think it's the sign on the front.
That's a digital clock.
No, no. I looked at it and said 35.
Up on the top of the Campanile. That's where we were with the glass factory earlier on Murano. And we sailed all the way around the back there and came up through here, parked down there, walked along there, over to here. That's the Doge's Palace. And of course the pigeons. That's the back of the square where the concert was last night. And way in the distance you can see the cruise ships. The Royal Caribbean, and I don't know what that is. Is that a princess?
Might be. I can't quite tell.
Just had a very nice lunch right here on the canal with the walkers. Good food and a wonderful view.
Они мягкие, они сдуманы. Знаешь, как
on the bridge looking at the Grand Canal. We did some walking today. There is the Grand Canal. We're staying right behind that building on the other side of the street. So we're going to head on back down this bridge here and down that street there, get a gelato and hit the town again. That's it. Getting ready to leave Venice. Take a look at our porch that we had here overlooking the courtyard. What did you say? That's a pomegranate tree? Something like that? Last trip down the Grand Canal on the way to the airport. It's a classy way to finish off the trip.
Nächste Abfahrt der Gates E, Gleis 2. Next departure to Gates E, Track 2.
Well, we're getting there. It's an 8.5-hour flight, 3.5 hours to go.